The good thing these days about the internet and the way things have progressed through the years is it's real easy to do research on your family, on your past, find out who your family were back through generations and whatever. So that's what I've been doing the last few days. I wanted to because I wanted to go visit some of the old grave sites and all from some of my family that I never knew existed. But the problem with doing research, you find good and bad. I found a lot of good stuff today, yesterday, the day before. Found a few things I got to do a little bit more research into. All right? Come on, join me a minute. Let me tell you about it, all right? Come on. I've done a lot of research here in the last few days on my past family, my heritage, who my family was, where they're from, and most of it's been pretty good. A few things I found I think it's a mistake. It's got to be a mistake because look at me. Got to be good, right? So right now I've got back to 1600s. That's pretty good. Best I could do before was late 1800s. But right now I've got back to 1600s on my mother's side, which leads me back to my dad's side. I'm still in the 1800s. Matter of fact, I ain't got out of the 1890s yet because I can't find much on his side for some reason. I found more on my grandmother's side, my daddy's mother, than I have about my daddy. I found more on my mother's side with her daddy. I found more about her mother than I have about her daddy. I don't know what it is about men back those days. I guess they just worked and women stayed home and filled out the census reports, you know. Most everything I found so far is really, really good. But there's a couple questions in there that I might have to research and figure out. One or two of the things I found was Residence State Psychiatric Hospital. Now, the way I figure this is, the way I figured it, this has got to be representing doctors, right? They're in residence at these state hospitals. But from reading, it said residents at the time. Somebody else filled it out. State Psychiatric Hospital. So that's got to be a mistake. I mean, you look at me, you tell ain't nobody in my family ever been in no damn state hospital, especially back in the early 1800s. I don't know. Maybe some of the things I think about and a book I wrote, writing, and a movie I'm making. Maybe it was. Maybe they wasn't doctors. Maybe they were actual residents there. but I don't know. But to do research, man, it is so amazing to me to actually go and see and actually look at my kinfolk that I never knew existed. Come to find out, most of my mama's family came out of Virginia. Something like Prince George County, somewhere up in there. Their last names were Massey. A lot of Masseys if you look those up, but some of them's not related, some of them are, but somehow down the line we're all related going back to Adam and Eve, you know what I mean? But it makes you wonder if you're related somewhere down the line like that. I hope you don't marry up with your third cousin on your mama's side once removed, you know what I mean? Hope you don't hook up with them. But I'm gonna do a lot more research here in the next few days. The reason I started this was to have more of an insight on where I wanted to go to do videos for my website. And trust me, the last couple of months I hadn't been able to do it because I've been taking care of Donna. But we'll get that started real soon. I found pictures of some people. I remember Mama used to tell me stories about some of her kinfolks. Daddy didn't tell me many stories, a few. I know we had one, I forgot who, Daddy's uncle or somebody was a police officer up in Commerce, Georgia, somewhere up in there. He got shot and killed. That's before I was born. Of course, I was a police officer. Don't know how many other ones we had in the family. That's the only two I know of. But for some reason, they always kept my family away. When I'd ask a question, they keep the answers kind of vague and away from me. I never could understand that. Of course, at the time when I was a kid, it didn't dawn on me. But you know, later in life, I was wondering, why? I should be proud of my family, and I am proud of my family, the ones I got now. And I'm sure I'll be, once I do the research, I'm going to be proud of the other family members. But you might not always get what you wish for when you do research like this. The reason I'm doing it, not that I didn't want to do it, but my oldest daughter called me 4 or 5 months ago, was asking questions, and she said she had done research, and I just gave her the information I knew and told her to call this person or that person and get it from them. But now I'm doing it, and I'm doing it mostly for my kids to have some kind of understanding of where they came from. I think it'll be good. But it's going to give me a little insight of where I can go and take pictures or videos and visit places and put them on here, and I think it'll work out. I mean, just reading some of the stuff I read today. Lived in 1700s, born in 1710, died in 1780. That wasn't yesterday. That was a long time ago. And those people were related to me. But like I said, it went back to 16 something. But I hadn't got back to where the family actually came to the United States. That's going to take a little bit more digging. Most everything I've learned from the St. George, Virginia area is they came from England. But I know Mama used to tell me about Scot-Irish. So I think there's some of that in there too. It's just amazing what you can learn these days on the internet. I guarantee you in 20 years, kids won't go to school. You just get everything off the damn internet. I can tell you right now what I learned in school about my arithmetic and everything. My multiplication tables, if I go out and ask one of these, even a high school kid right now, what's 8 times 9? They won't know unless they get on a computer and tell me. Research into family is a really good thing. And I'm going to continue. But I'm sure I'm going to find those doctors and not the resident of the psychiatric hospital, you know. I'd really like to find some Civil War heroes. Maybe that's why I'm not finding anything on my daddy's side right now. I don't know. We'll look it up. Love you guys.